Officer Harris, you were the officer who twisted him around. Is that right? It is clear, sir, that this gentleman, in the course of effectuating an arrest, tried to get you to comply and put your hands behind your back. You didn't do that. He twisted you around and brought you to the ground. Well, what you deserved. You're supposed to comply with an officer's direction. Unfortunately, I do believe, Mr. Rice, that the problem was you'd had more than a couple of sips that evening before he got there. So your memory is a little fuzzy about what happened. Now, Officer Harris is doing something that probably a lot of police officers don't do, which is sue civilly when you make a false allegation. Your allegation was clearly false, sir. I mean, I'm reading your complaint.
I was not in a fight. I didn't do anything except play game pool.
And Mr. Rice, that's not the issue, sir. The issue is not whether or not you were the victim of a false arrest. That's a totally different issue. You were alleging police brutality.
Which is the case.
Oh, no, sir. I just looked at this tape. There was no police brutality. They may not have had probable cause to arrest you. I'm not hearing that part of the case, although I saw somebody from the bar step outside and say he assaulted the owner.
Yes, ma'am.
The owner retracted that statement.
Whether the owner retracted that statement or not, Mr. Rice, at the time this officer came on the scene, he had a statement by a civilian where somebody else was taken out of this bar, looked like the head was all covered with bandages, bleeding from the eye, right? Clearly there was a melee inside, and he had a statement from somebody that you had assaulted somebody. So he had a clear responsibility at that point to arrest you. The only issue is whether, in effectuating that arrest, he acted in a brutal fashion, which is what you allege in your complaint.
But I was being arrested for something I had absolutely nothing to do with.
That has nothing to do with whether or not he had the obligation to arrest you. He had a statement from a witness that said you were involved in an assault. And that's what we have courts for, that's what we have judges for, that's what you have juries for. And it may turn out, after it's all ferreted out, that there is no basis for the further prosecution of the case. That doesn't mean that every time someone is found not guilty, the police is sued. We had a statement from a witness. Whether later they recanted it and retracted it is not the issue. Said, I made a mistake. So you did the wrong thing. And he's got to be compensated. How many times have you been arrested? Mr. Rice, did you hear my question?
I couldn't say, Your Honor.
What do you mean you couldn't say?
I've had a couple 502s.
What's a 502?
Drunking under the influence.
Right. So I would suggest, sir, that you don't handle your alcohol well. And that maybe you ought to do something about it. So, Officer Harris, tell me what you think you should be compensated for this. And I absolutely agree that you should be compensated.
Well, ma'am, I put down $5,000 because that is the jurisdiction of this court. And I would feel that anything that this court would be giving me in this case, I would respect any amount.
How about, Officer Harris, if I give you your $5,000, $2,500 for you and $2,500 for the Police Benevolent Fund in Los Angeles?
That sounds like a very good idea.
That's the judgment, $5,000 to be divided that way. Thank you.